I didn't want to jump out the window too fast, so I stepped back, watched the board, and really studied the play. I'm sitting there thinking, hold up, did DJ Vlad get hacked or something? Because as I'm scrolling and watching this unfold, I'm telling myself, Vlad isn't some random blogger. He's powerful in these media streets. He's influential on YouTube, on social media, in the culture space overall. And yet he started posting some extremely disturbing messages across X, formerly known as Twitter, then Instagram, then Facebook. He's definitely making his rounds right now. So I've got to ask y'all straight up, who do you believe in this Tory Lanez versus Roc Nation situation? Let's talk about it. We've got to dive headfirst into this and really unpack it. Because Vlad TV, yeah, Vlad, has been embedded in the culture for years, covering everything tied to hip-hop and black urban life. I first saw this unfold on his Instagram, and I've got to keep it real with you. He's speaking heavy on the Tory Lanez case. There's already been a storm around this situation. And listen to this, it might get ugly. No, seriously, it might get really messy. Because Vlad dropped what he framed as a wild confession. The headline energy was basically that Jay-Z paid off judges, jurors, witnesses, and bloggers in the Tory and Megan shooting case to make sure the male rapper ended up locked up. I've got to be honest, that optics alone looked crazy. And wait, I want to break this down from every angle, because this is what Vlad himself posted. Let's stick strictly to what he put out. He claimed he had a confession. I have a confession, he said, so pay attention. He wrote that Roc Nation had been paying him to support Megan Thee Stallion, that they paid off jurors to convict Tory, and even bribed the judge. He added that Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's album as part of the deal. Somebody needs to fact-check that immediately. He went further, claiming Megan's doctor was paid to lie about bullet fragments and that she was never shot, and that the LA police were on Jay's payroll too. Then he hinted it went beyond Los Angeles. I'm not even gonna lie, it sounds like a movie script at this point. But he didn't stop there. He also claimed a Mexican man who stabbed Tory was paid off, asked who do you think funded it, and then said 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal were bought by what he called the Rock Mafia. He even wrote that Jay-Z paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case and presidents only pardon federal crimes, but added that Trump bends rules so Jay wasn't taking chances. Then he closed it with, I can't keep these lies secret anymore. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. Now we all know there's been tension between Tory, Roc Nation, and Jay-Z for a while. It's been heated to the point where Tory's family, including his father, publicly spoke out. And here's where it gets even more uncomfortable. Vlad is claiming he was paid. Yes, paid. That's why people are confused. Some folks are saying it's deeper, even throwing out extreme comparisons. One user even told Vlad to stop clout chasing, and Vlad responded by claiming every blogger was on Jay-Z's payroll and that they were paid in Bitcoin. He said once Bitcoin dropped, bloggers would turn on him. Then he detailed alleged payments, starting at $10K a month during the trial, later rising to $50K, all in Bitcoin so it couldn't be traced. I'm not adding anything, that's what was posted. He even said he's always used Roc Nation security and might need his own now, and when someone asked if payments stopped, he replied that the last check bounced. So I'm asking again, was his account hacked? Because if this is real, that's a bombshell. Personally, I've been critical before, but what happened to Tory Lanez is serious, and if these posts are authentic, I couldn't sit across from Vlad again, because that would mean he admitted to selling someone out for a check. But let me flip it. How many people would fold for the bag? How many would send another black man to prison for a payday? This takes me back to what Tory's father said after the trial about Megan Thee Stallion and how everything played out. He was vocal. He named names. He spoke on Jay-Z, Roc Nation, and even Desiree Perez directly. I think it's time we revisit that. Go back and listen closely to what he said. Salute.
Exactly how I'm feeling. Yes, sir. I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. Yes. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Roc Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Taw and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before. They
met with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want, listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty. It's not over. It's not over. God does not lose.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's time we all circled back to that moment. Because at the end of the day, was Tory Lanez's father actually speaking the truth during that trial? Was he trying to warn us about what was really happening behind the scenes? Y'all heard it yourselves. This is nasty work across the board. So let me ask you straight up, would you have thrown Tory under the bus for $20,000 a month? For $50,000 a month? Let's be real, a lot of people don't move with integrity. They'll cash that check without blinking. A lot of folks would secure the bag first and worry about morals later. So I'm asking again, how many of you would have done the same? How many would have lined up for those $10,000 deposits? How many would have smiled collecting $50,000 every month? And does any of this even help Tory Lanez right now? Because listen, I'm still leaning toward the idea that DJ Vlad was hacked. But if he wasn't, and he's really tied up in something like this, then who am I in the grand scheme? All I can control is my integrity, how I move and what I stand on. I can't dictate the next person's code. But personally, I wouldn't shake your hand. I wouldn't sit on your platform. Not if you sold a man out like that. And I need y'all in the comments to tell me, if this is allegedly true, how many other media figures are moving the same way? How many? Because this man is serving 10 years. He was stabbed and nearly lost his life. And Vlad even referenced that stabbing, asking who paid the Mexican man who attacked Tory? You already know what he was implying. Hours have passed, and there's been no correction, no clarification on those Instagram posts. I'm speaking allegedly because this is what's currently sitting on his social media pages. Vlad is a major voice in this space, and people are watching. It makes me sit back and think, man, the game is sold, not told, and some people will do whatever it takes to stay relevant. We've seen it before. Tory understood the independent grind. He didn't need Roc Nation, he didn't need Jay-Z, he didn't need to sign under anybody. And sometimes when you're independent and making millions, that ruffles feathers. That's just how the industry operates. His father saw that, which is why he spoke up the way he did. But time moves on, Tory serving time, and the headlines fade. Now imagine if a powerful white media figure comes out claiming Roc Nation paid him between $10K and $50K a month in Bitcoin. If that's true, that shifts everything. Hopefully the account was compromised and this is just chaos for clicks. But who am I to say? I'm just here to present what's out there. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And like Tory's father said from the beginning, salute.
Exactly feeling? Yes, sir. I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Roc Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Taw and Alex Butt.
They met on Saturday before. They
met with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want... Listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country.